Hello, everybody. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Cheryl. It is the announcement show today. So we are debuting Seen Beyond Living Transformed. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. We're so excited.
Yes, thank you for having us, Kelly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You are starting next week at 4 p.m. and you're going to be doing a weekly show on Tuesdays. And it's a mixture of spiritual topics, readings. You're going to be taking questions from the audience that they can write you and ask you about ahead of the show as well. And you want to invite people on camera. Like, please tell me about what your show's going to be like.
Cheryl, you want to go?
I'll begin. Just like our show, I'll just say welcome, everyone. This is our introduction to say hi to all of you. And that, look, we're going to be starting with Sacred Spiral Network next Tuesday. We go live, Kelly Eckhart and I, 4 p.m. Pacific time. Please join us on all of these amazing social channels and on the Sacred Spiral Network. Kelly and I will be, I'll be introducing Kelly in just a moment, but look, we're both evidential mediums. Kelly, what season are we going in?
I don't even know.
Number 6 season.
Number 5. We started in like 2020 or 2021. I think 2021 we started, so 5 years.
5 years. It felt like a 5th season. This is a special season. Yeah.
For sure. I mean,
yeah.
Oh, please. Take us back, if you may, to who you are as psychics, mediums, animal communicators, healers. I know about you, but many people are going to be learning about you for the first time. So please, share your story.
I'll go first.
Go, Kelly.
I'm Kelly Eckhart. I am a psychic medium, and I've been practicing and developing for about 14 years now, and I've been a professional medium since, I think 11 years. I can't count. 11 years. And I'm an animal communicator. I also do psychic, mediumship. I can't talk. What else do I do, Cheryl?
Well, Kelly, there's going to be so much that you're going to be sharing with us. I mean, you're just an all-around amazing medium in your own right, Kelly.
Thank you.
You are. And I love working alongside you. I love hearing the readings that you offer people, and especially when you tune in psychically. And look, this is what people are learning about you, is that you are a compatibility psychic too. You talk about relationships. You're really good at answering questions for people around spouses or, relationships. Are they the right one for me? Right.
I love relationship readings. They are fun. I mean, that's it. Thanks, Cheryl. I feel so weird because I don't have the crystal store or the holistic center anymore. So it's like part of my speech has changed. So right now I'm working from home, online and Zoom and phone. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm doing online events for now. And I will be doing more in-person stuff here in the future, just waiting.
I know. That's going to be exciting. And for everyone, I'm Cheryl Murphy, And I'm also an evidential medium, psychic intuitive. I love to call myself a health and wellness intuitive, animal communicator. And really just, it's been such a pleasure and an honor to do these seasonal shows with Kelly Eckhart. We have such an amazing fan base. So for all of you finding us for our next season, and if you're meeting us for the first time, we do have such a fun show, and we love to take your questions. We love to talk about the spirit world. And look, Kelly, I don't know about you, but I think we're coming on at a perfect time. I think
do
we're
too.
starting our next season at such a great time.
Excited. I'm
Yeah.
excited. And I'm looking forward to, doing readings for the public, for having amazing guests on our show that we get to introduce people to. And I know Kelly Brickle's been on our show in the past before. Everybody loves her. And I'm looking forward to really just like exploring different ideas and thoughts. And I'm really open to, receiving emails from everybody saying what they'd like to hear about. Give us a subject or maybe some questions you'd like us to answer. We'll be bringing people backstage to do readings. We'll be doing lots of fun things. I'm very excited.
Yeah. And look, guys, you can always join us live and type in your question on our live shows, or send us your questions ahead of time to our email at questions@seeingbeyondradio.com. And we also have a website, seeingbeyondradio.com, where you can sign up in our mailing list. But we'd love to have you really follow Kelly and I. We have such a wonderful stories. We come from two different backgrounds, and we love to share our experiences as mediums, as empaths, what our everyday challenges are with self-care, as we all have during these days, right? We're all trying to balance our life and home life. I think, Kelly, for me personally, I think we're going to be helping people go deeper in their intuition. Were you feeling that? Yeah, thanks. Were you feeling that too? We're going to help people go. That's okay. We're going to help people go deeper in their intuition to where it's more of like an everyday practice,
Yeah. I'm excited for that. And I just want to say hi to Sherry. I saw her on here, and I want to say hi to my friend John and Jennifer McCormick. I just want to say hi to everybody. Who else is on here? You see, and there's a few other people from YouTube. I don't know how to say that. Michelle and and Kira Jade. Thank you guys. Yeah.
There's a lot of mixtures of people who come. It's your audience and also Sacred Spiral. And there's a lot of really warm-hearted people here sharing their love, who like to come for multiple shows and like to be part of the discussion. Hello, CJ. Hello, Evelyn. Evelyn and Mish. Hello. Nice to see you.
Solving 98 degrees. Sacramento's pretty hot too today. I don't know how hot it is, but we have the air conditioning on. It's so hot in the house.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's lovely over here, but yes, it's like 80s.
Yeah, we're in the 80s.
We're in the 90s. Also. What are you in Cheryl?
We're in the 80s today, but it's hot. I mean, we could have the air on. Yeah.
We're at 87, but I'm going to tell you, it feels like it's 90s.
Hello, Jennifer McCormick. Mish says, she didn't say the temperature, but she's in Australia.
Hey, Australia.
Hello,
wow, cool.
And then Kiara. Right now, I'm just glad to be able to relax. It's been a long, busy day today.
Oh, I'm glad for that for you.
Michelle, hello. Carol, people are starting to come on in.
Yeah.
So between you two, I want to, because it's so important in my eyes to talk about people's experience within psychic mediumship. That is a testament of their work. That is a testament of their dedication and commitment, and also what they really bring to the table with their well-roundedness. Between the two of you, you've been working for over 25 years, maybe even more than that.
Probably, yeah. I mean,
we have a lot, and we met in a class together.
Yes, with Thomas
Kelly.
John.
Yeah. We
San
met
Diego in 2015.
Oh gosh, and really, so not only are we friends and colleagues, but we've studied or we know a lot of the same people. But then we also have our own our own formats and our own clients, and we love to talk about everything spiritual. And I think something that Kelly loves, that I love the same, is teaching. We
Yeah.
love sharing our experiences in order to really impart, and that's what it's all about, right? It's all about learning and sharing and growing, because people are so intuitive and they need a community, right? So that's what Kelly and I are here to offer, is a wonderful, safe space and a beautiful community.
Yes, that's it. And I'm very excited to. I kind of miss this, like
Yeah.
Cheryl and I, we've tried a few ways, different formats for the show over the years. And honestly, this is our favorite, being in StreamYard, being able to see all the comments, being able to interact with the audience and bring people backstage. So I'm very excited about that format. And I'm also excited that we're being hosted on the Sacred Spiral Network. Thank you, Kelly Brickle. I don't know what took us so long. Um, I guess we're just being stubborn. I don't know.
Well, I'm blessed to know you two
Oh,
over, just bumping into classes and being a part of like Lisa's school in the past.
Yeah.
Kelly was as well. That's where I
mhm.
knew of her from the beginning originally. And
Yeah.
so when I started doing this, I mentioned, I'm like, hey, if ever you'd like to come on over, and only if it fit, right? But I was like, hey,
we
I'm
were
relying on it.
we were trying some other things that we decided weren't right for us.
Yeah, and then we were watching you grow, Kelly. We were watching you grow with the network, and I mean, you've really done some amazing things. So thank you for really, up leveling it and really, keeping it alive and attracting new viewers.
Yeah, we love this.
Absolutely, absolutely.
On a journey.
This is an extension off of. We both had shows on
Yes.
WLTKDB,
Yeah, I love
um,
him. Yeah.
right? And then
Mhm.
we just have done so much more since, because
Mm.
this network is made for intuitives and what their needs are with how to get their content out. Um, and a lot of people, they want these resources and they have no idea that it's out there, and they have good people
Mhm.
with tons and tons of experience. That's so important to me.
Yeah.
Where they can have access to what a reading really is, what
Mhm.
insight really is. Like when you're sharing your life with people, Kelly and Cheryl, you're not like, well, here's what I think. You're like, here's what I've experienced, and here's
Mhm.
what spirit has shown me, and here's what's come up 50 times within a reading. This is what I had to go to have my personal breakthrough, and then I got it on this angle. You can actually genuinely and authentically give that to people, and that is worth its weight in gold. So I'm so blessed to have you, and I'm so blessed that you are open and sharing your beautiful energy with the network. There's so many wonderful people here, and I'm blessed that we have two more.
Well,
Thank you
thank
again.
Oh,
you. We're
you're
very.
welcome.
And I just want to take a moment to say hi to Albert.
Yes, Albert. We have Michael,
Yeah,
Albert.
yeah.
Oh,
Albert
Christopher.
is one of. Oh, and hi, Michael. Yes, I see Michael. Albert's one. He's from Sacramento, and he's a healer, and he also
Oh,
did classes with me previously.
oh, wonderful, wonderful. And
Albert.
Kelly, you're reminding me, Kelly Brickle, you're reminding me that I've always asked Spirit to experience it, to have an experiential learning. I wanted to learn by experiencing Spirit my whole life. I've asked for that. I'm like, show me, let me sense it, let me feel it, and I've always been grateful that that's been happening for me. And I know for Kelly, Kelly has an amazing history, an amazing story as well. But for me growing up, it just seems like, it's just a part of my everyday life, the intuition, helping people understand that we're all intuitive. We all have abilities. And I think that's what the show is about, to bring people on board and to really empower people.
Yeah, that's true. I
Absolutely.
really love that. I love that. And there's so many people commenting. Thank you, everybody. I want to say I'm so sorry for your loss. I think it's Dana. I hope I'm saying that right, or Diana. I'm not sure how to say that.
Diana, possibly, or yeah. Hey, we see your comment though, and our hearts go out to you.
I just wanted to touch on that and just say that, she's in a beautiful place with people that love her on the other side. Just know that and have faith in that. I know that she's at peace and she's with people that love her. That's what I feel. She's not alone.
Yeah, that is, we are so sorry. That is so hard to know. And the suicide is, for anyone that needs help, please reach out to a friend or a family member, to your church, to anyone if you are feeling depressed in any way, because, I think suicide, when we come together, we can really help one another. And it's sad to hear, but as Kelly said, I know she's fine. I know she's all right. I know that she's in heaven, so to speak, and just sending you so much love and light today.
Yeah, so much love. I'm so sorry for your loss. I lost my son. It'll be 10 years in May, on May 7th, when he was 20. And it devastates the whole family. It changes the dynamics of the family. It's like you have to learn where your place is in the family because there's a missing piece. It really changes things. I mean, it's been 10 years now and we're still adapting as a family. So I'm sending a lot of love to you and your family. I'm very sorry.
And all the listeners are joining in. So thank you, everyone. And it really does make a difference when everyone is involved in sending you all these love, hugs and love. So thank you, everyone, for mentioning that, because it does mean a lot. We never know what's going on right behind closed doors or in someone's private life. So it's whenever you get the opportunity to say, I love you, to reach out, to send that love and hugs, please do so.
Yes. Oh, that's
You're getting a lot of love, Diana. People are sending you hearts and prayers, and they are saying they're sorry for your loss and sending hugs and sending love. So please know there's a lot of good energy in here. And in a week, Kelly and Cheryl are going to be opening up this space for doing mediumship and really helping in that capacity. But thank you for being so brave and mentioning what you're going through. Like, this is definitely a place to do that.
Yes, thank you. And hello to everybody. I feel like more people are popping on.
Yes, it takes.
I'm seeing these, it's so cool. I love it. It's been a while. So it's great. And I think this is new, where they put the little comments here on the side of our screen, where everybody can see all the comments. They didn't used to have that, Cheryl, did they?
It's a newer feature.
Well, it's nice because people would be like, who are you talking to? Because there was no comments on this one, but they were on YouTube, And I'm like, well, we're streaming everywhere. So, so it's nice. You can see all the comments. We're not just talking to imaginary people.
Exactly. There's a lot of people who are talking to each other on different platforms, and that's the only place they can see each other, because for everyone either learning or already knows this, we're live on 10 different, actually 11 different streams right now. Mm-hmm. So you might be talking and wondering why you can't see comments and they're coming up on screen, and it's because you're on one of the channels, but there's many channels. But here you can actually talk, in real time. So we like to have that up. It's a lovely feature that StreamYard put down. I also want to say happy birthday to Kim Princess. In the comments, people are wishing her happy birthday too as well. So
happy birthday.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. Go ahead. Sorry, Kel.
Oh, I was going to say there's some questions in there about dreams. And a lot of people are starting to ask questions.
Oh, if you see a question,
yeah, there was a question in here about dreams. I wanted to touch on. You found it? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Cheryl, did you want to touch on that, or do you want me to?
Sure. Why don't you go for it? I'm just now seeing it, so I'll read it.
I'm a huge dreamer, and I have very vivid dreams. And one of the things I do, I have a lot of dream books too. I'm obsessed with dreams. I read that we will forget our dream within the first 5 to 10 seconds of waking up. So it's really important to talk about the dream out loud, or what I like to do, because I wake up at like 3 a.m, I will do a little voice memo to myself and they talk about my dream so that when I wake up in the morning, I'll remember it. So that's something I try. The other thing is just setting an intention and journaling the night before about like maybe your intentions of what you're hoping to receive in your dreams. Maybe you want guidance, maybe you want to connect with loved ones. I like to write a little note and I put it by the bed. It's kind of like a love note to my spirit team or my loved ones in spirit. And I go to sleep with that intention. And honestly, I remember most of them when I do that. Sometimes I don't remember, but I feel like I have like I know what it's like I have like an answer to whatever I was trying to seek. I wake up with a clear mind of what I need to do. So I feel like I got guidance, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I would add to that and say that if you have dreams about any conversations you were having earlier in the day, or if you're watching TV and a movie character is in your dream at night, it's very common, but that also is spirit messages because spirit is using, your memory, your recent events to really communicate with you. And I'm thrilled that your parents came through in your dream. And I would absolutely take that love, start connecting with them in a waking state, and see if you don't dream about them more frequently. But that's what I'm suggesting is when you have that dream, move it now into a waking meditation and see if you can really expand on that.
Yes. I love that. Yeah. One of the things I started doing as a child, because I've seen spirits my whole life. And so I would have scary dreams sometimes because I saw a lot of murders as a kid, like in my spirit. They showed me a lot of murder victims would come to me. A lot of young women who were murdered were coming to me as early as 2 and 3 years old, and it was scary and frightening. So I started having like also scary dreams or waking up or being scared to sleep. And one of the things somebody taught me when I was about 7 was like, you can control your dreams. And when you have a dream that's scary, and I taught my child this when he was little, you can have a thing in your mind and be like, okay, I'm going to turn this scary dream around and I'm going to change this as well. And so I have done that in my dream and then realized that it wasn't really scary. It was actually somebody in spirit was trying to talk to me, but I was so fearful of communicating with that particular person because I was mad and I didn't know they had passed. And it was really like when I turned around and said, stop being scary, it was like a spirit person. So you never know. We do have dreams. Yeah. Yep. I love that.
But look, that's actually one of the topics that you and I, Kelly, will be talking about on our show. Like we have weekly topics or weekly conversations. We talk about dreams. We'll be talking about like spirit guides, which is always really, really popular. We probably do that in 2 parts.
Yeah.
We'll be talking about signs with Spirit World. So how to maybe raise your vibration. I mean, these are all wonderful topics that people have questions on. And really, that's where we want to go. We want to go where people are curious. How can we help people? What do they feel their problem is at the moment on connection? And really, that's why we're here.
I love this. Yeah, I'm very excited. Next week when we start, Cheryl, should we do readings next week for our first show?
Sure, we can certainly do some readings if we maybe have people type in the chat box or ask us questions. That'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, and just to remind people, our show is next week at 4 p.m. Pacific time, back here on the same platforms, on the same channels, but we'll be here every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yes.
Absolutely. And for everyone who's wondering too, coming up in just an hour we have Holding Space with guest Colin Walker, and Colin Walker is in the audience. So shout out to Colin Walker.
Hello,
Hi, Colin.
Hi, Colin. I love that name, Colin.
He's a fantastic trance medium and
wonderful
psychic and teacher too as well. So shout out to Colin. Also shout out to Michael Christopher in the audience, giving some love. He was saying congratulations to you as well. We got to find that comment. But he's like, you have a new show? He's like, how did I not know this? And he's like, congratulations.
Yeah, it's been a show in the makings. It's EY Colin. Just kidding.
Well, and what's great about our show is we've taken, we take a little bit of a hiatus, or we take a little bit of a summer break. I think that's what we were doing, or, both
Yeah,
of us were traveling with our families. So
a lot was
and
going
look,
on, yeah, for the
we
holidays
were
and
excited, to jump on board with Kelly Brickle as soon as we knew, we could work with her and come on the show. So it's a big deal to be with you, Kelly. So we're really
yeah,
excited about this
yeah, we
new
appreciate
format,
you.
new network.
Yeah, we really appreciate you.
Thank you,
Um,
Cheryl. Likewise, thank you so much.
and Colin's a very wise man, Evelyn
They're
said.
giving love to Colin too. We're sharing all the love. We're just
It's a love fest
this is where
today.
it's
I
so
love love
great.
fest. Yeah.
Intuitive love fest. We're
Aw,
cheerleading all this energy forward. Everyone's hard work is coming together and
yeah.
multiplying. Is there anything else you want people to know? Because this is the announcement show, everybody. We are presenting. We're giving you a little taste. We're saying come by next week. We open up the gates further for you to experience Kelly and Cheryl's style and magic of energy. But is there anything else that you want to share with everybody before we part for this evening?
Kelly?
No. I think we've covered just about everything. I would say, just remind people that you can email us at questions@seeingbeyondradio.com if you have show ideas, or if there's somebody you'd like to see us interview, or if you have psychic questions, or don't put mediumship information in there, because when we do the mediumship readings, we don't want to know everything. We're both evidential mediums, so we want to have some mystery so that the information we bring through, it's coming from spirit, not the email you sent us. So be careful what you put in the email. But if you have psychic questions, and you want to be on the show, or if you're just curious about spirituality and you want us to answer some questions on the show for everybody, send us an email. We'd love to read them. Okay.
Yes, and so we can let everyone know too. Are you inviting people on camera to come in for readings for next week? Or are you still kind of figuring out what you're gonna do for the first show?
I'd rather
Cheryl?
not for the first week. I'd rather just have Kelly and I on, because I know I want to introduce Kelly and just have her. I mean, learning about her background, a little bit about mine, but
Yeah, we can
we
interview
have
each
some
other.
interesting. We like to interview each other, especially in these beginning shows of the season, and that way
Yeah.
people kind of get a feel of us and how we became mediums, right? How we got
Yeah.
on this path, if we even left this path, how we got back on the path. So it's
Yeah, we have unique stories, and I think as
yeah,
all of us like sensitives do.
yeah,
We're all a little bit unique and have interesting stories, and I love to hear them, and so I love hearing Cheryl's story too.
yeah.
So definitely, I agree. We will do the bring people on later in the show, like at another week.
Okay, another week. Okay, but yes. Okay. Well,
Yes,
they
we
are going to unfurl their natural way of getting you to know them, because you have so many stories. I mean, you have so many stories of what makes you tick with being able to talk to animals, being able, to contact past loved ones, just even getting into this work, a lot of just epiphanies.
yeah,
Mhm.
some crazy stuff
I mean,
happened.
we do our own. I know we do our own channeling. I know Kelly and I, sitting in the power. We could talk about that. We could talk about doing our own channeling, our own recommendations for people on how to practice with this energy, how to feel, what to do when you feel overwhelmed, because a lot of people are feeling overwhelmed right now, not knowing that they're sensitives,
Yeah.
but also just the world, in general, it can be overwhelming. And to really rest, how important self-care is for a
Yeah.
medium, for an intuitive, a healer,
Yeah.
whoever you are working in the healing arts.
Mhm.
You really have to know that we're all opening up even more. And then there's a whole layer of people that are having awakenings, as you mentioned, epiphanies, like awakenings, transformations. A lot of people are going through different things at different times, and it's all good. It all ends up great. but it can be challenging because you don't know if you don't know what's happening. And that's why Kelly and I are here.
Yes. And we do animal communication, yes. So we can connect with your animals that have passed or even animals that are living, right? You do living and past, Cheryl, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, we both do. And we both love animals. So I had 4 dogs. My Annabelle just passed away. She was 11.
Oh.
So I'm down to 3 dogs, and I have 5 kitty cats. I had 2 praying mantises, but they also passed away in the last 6 months, but they only live about a year.
Oh,
Praying mantises only live a year?
6 months to a year. It depends on the species of the praying mantis. Yeah.
Wow, I did not know they had such short lifetimes.
I know. I was kind of sad.
Wow.
I might be getting some new ones, and if I do, you'll see them in my background because I'm working from home now. Still setting up my office. That's why this is blocking it. But yes. I'm sorry.
May I just ask, do you feel like you can get to know them as a soul within that 6 months, within that 1 month? Do you
I
feel
felt
like
he was communicating with me right away. It was weird. It was like he recognized me. We had a thing where I fed him. He liked, so I would throw in the crickets, but he liked it the first couple if I like fed him with the tweezers. He was like all excited and he'd hang for me and wait for me to feed him. So I feel like we had a little bond. He would definitely tell me when he was getting mad. Like one time he got mad at me. So I love them. I think they're amazing. They fascinate me. They seem like very intelligent creatures. I don't know if they are, but they seem very smart, very wise, and they're kind of cool to watch.
Yeah. They had a personality. You know what you were saying. They had a personality. So
It's true. It's true. Like insects
I think
have
they're
personalities.
they respond energetically, right?
Yeah, they do, And then I got a little crazy and I found one in my backyard that was really big because mine was a giant green Asian praying mantis. And you can find them here in California, but it's only because maybe somebody let it go when it was a baby. They're not supposed to be like out in the wild, but I found one in my yard and it was my neighbor did. And it was as big as mine almost. And I thought, well, I wonder if it's a boy because mine was a girl and she was ready to breed. And so I caught it and I put it in another, thing. And well, let me tell you, the wild ones do not want to be in a cage. That thing its only mission was to attack me and really come after me. So I put it back out in my garden. And in my garden, it came after me. I had to run it out.
Because it was upset? Upset.
It was so mad at me.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So it literally deliberately found you and wanted you
it
to.
Came out of the garden and started chasing me and with its like little things that and I ran in the house screaming.
It came after you.
The wild ones, mine I ordered from a breeder. They had never been outdoors and they were just there, So I didn't know. I just saw this one. It looked like mine. I was like, maybe they could breed. That thing would have killed mine.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. That you knew that.
I like that one.
That's amazing, though, on one hand, that the praying mantis didn't feel threatened enough in your energy to say, like, I want you to know something.
It was funny. I love them, though. I think praying mantis is like, I'm not a bug person, but I like those.
That's very cool, Kelly.
Have you ever had insect experiences, Cheryl, if I may ask, where you felt?
No, not that I can think of at the moment. But I know animals in general can feel your energy, right? As soon as you walk into the room, even beyond that, like they can tell, your doggies and kitties, they can tell when you're home before you even pull in the driveway, right? They sense you're coming. They're already at the window. They feel that energy. So, the intuition that animals have and that unconditional love is just beyond. It's beyond. And I think in some way we are finally recognizing, because also this is the year of the horse, right? The Chinese New Year. So
It
there's a
is.
lot of good energy around horses, and that's also teaching us about animals too, right? Such a respect I think
Yeah.
people have for animals. At least if you're an animal person, there's such a respect and a regard. And they do help you with your intuition, just to let you know, like your little furry family or your friends, your praying mantises, your whatever animals you have, they help you with your intuition. They help you remain calm. They help you remain open, not be in your head so much, be more in your heart space.
Yeah, and I agree with Miss Shelley. I think praying mantises have some connection to aliens there. I mean, they just don't seem like earthly.
Mm.
They
They're
seem
very strange.
there's a whole race called the mantids, and I wonder how close they are to one another. The mantises
Yeah.
that are here versus the mantid race.
Mm.
Yeah, but I mean,
Probably
I
very
just think
close.
they're little itty bitty aliens.
They're
Well, hey,
supposed to be like some of the people. Well, I don't know what they are ultimately, but they're supposed to be very intelligent, and a lot of them are healers. The mantid race,
mhm.
and so they come in and they'll like heal people in dreams,
Oh,
or
maybe I
people
can
see
look those
visions of
up.
them when they are like with plant medicine.
Yeah. It's
Well,
like considered like an alien race that people
Yeah,
are.
the mantids, yes, like a starseed
Yeah,
race.
yeah. I'm gonna look that one up.
Yeah,
I think I've ever heard of it, but I think only
yeah.
in like TV shows, like sci-fi shows.
Well, the more
definitely.
people are, yeah, the more people are open to this conversation, the more likely that they're going to be tuning in and learning. So this is a great conversation we're having.
Yeah. Kelly's weird obsession with bugs.
You love I like spiders, but I'm not like, hey, like I like all the
Yeah.
spiders come my way. I
No, I'm
no.
not.
I think I'm
I'm not fond of
probably more,
spiders.
yeah, I'm probably more butterfly and ladybugs. I think that's kind of my space, my experiences that I have, because I always have ladybugs in my garden because I garden a lot with flowers, and
Oh, I love ladybugs.
I love
Yeah.
ladybugs. I feel like I'm connecting with them, really appreciative of them. It's always about gratitude and love. But yeah, I connect with ladybugs, and we also have butterflies. But, and it's very unusual that we have um, praying mantises now that you're saying that. I haven't really seen any around these neck of the
Oh,
woods, so to speak.
we get them a lot. I got them in Huntington Beach a lot, and I get them in my yard a lot. Uh, I've been walking like 6 miles every day with my neighbor along the bike trail on the river. And the other
Mhm.
day, all these ladybugs were just like everywhere and landing on
Yeah,
us, and they were like, all over my friend's, her son's back, and
yeah.
I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. They're just these beautiful little ladybugs. So I like that too. And we get dragonflies so much too. Somebody's put dragonflies. I have an
Yeah.
above ground pool, and every summer it's a mecca for dragonflies.
Uh-huh.
They're like flying all around me when I'm swimming. And they're beautiful, the colors, and I get like 3 different kinds. I love
Mhm.
that. I always think I mean, I know it's not necessarily, but I would say, "Oh, my son brought me all the dragonflies," because he knows I
Oh,
love
yeah, of course, of
I
course.
I do think that spirit uses people just like animals to have a
Yes,
moment
yes,
occur, because
for
an
sure.
animal would never act a certain way normally
Right.
like that. And they'll come right up to you, or they'll
Yeah.
just
I would say that
stand
with
there where you are.
hummingbirds, right? I mean, I think maybe a lot of us have had hummingbird experiences, where,
Yeah.
they kind of get to know you. You see the same ones every day that come to your feeder, or they sit, go right in front of you and hover for a few moments, and it's your loved one, or there's just some
I had that
connection that you're
happen when
building.
right after RJ passed, Cheryl. I
Mm.
was at the RV, and we were sitting at the table outside having dinner and under the umbrella, and this hummingbird just flew right at me, and I, like, screamed because I thought it was gonna hit me in the face, and then went up, and it just started swirling around the top of the
Mhm.
umbrella, and I got
Mhm.
my phone, and it let me video it, and as I got the video on it, then it kinda just flew off and went away. It
Oh,
was very cool, so I
very cool.
did get
I
that
think
from
it's
once.
a beautiful sign
Yeah,
from
yeah.
RJ.
I
Yeah.
love signs. That's another subject we will be talking about because we see signs every day, and a lot of people just ignore them.
Mhm,
I want
mhm.
people to be aware of the signs and really acknowledge them, because it's a way to build that connection with your loved ones, right?
Right.
And it's so easy to, when you have this profound experience, whether you are accepting it or brushing it off, you go on with your life. You wake up the next morning and you might not even remember it because life is happening so fast at you. And you don't even have time to sit in the reverence of, wow, that happened. Oh my
Mhm,
gosh.
Yeah.
mhm.
Um, yeah.
But
Uh,
we gotta honor that, because that's like a special, gift, I feel like, when we get these beautiful signs.
for
I
And
sure.
I
people,
love
right? People forget the question that they forgot that they asked for a sign earlier that morning, and then they go about their day. And Spirit is sending all these signs, and like you said, sometimes they brush them off, but sometimes they don't. And it's
Mhm.
in those moments when we have doubt. It's like, was this a sign? Was this not a sign?
Right.
And then what happens finally is that you just step into, what if this was a sign? What if, right? What if, and what are the possibilities? And then for me, and for what I teach students, and I think Kelly the same, is we open our students up to signs, we ask for more signs, and we acknowledge and have gratitude for everything that we get, because then it kind of stays with you. It
Yeah.
Spirit appreciates it, and then they keep sending more signs.
Right.
Just staying, yeah, for having to stay with you. Like one of the ones that I'm thinking about really quickly is just I was uh, life was really busy around that time, and I was in a workshop, and we had just a small amount of time for lunch, and then it was back to the workshop. And for a moment I was just like, oh, I really feel like I need a sign. And so I walked to this bench area, and then I look up at one point because I'm just like, I should be looking for signs. That's right. Because I'm just like, just let them come to me. And I didn't realize that the bench that I decided to sit at, right above me, there was a falcon in the tree. And that's like one of my special totem animals, falcon.
Oh,
It was
wow.
just hanging up there, and it was huge. And it was a falcon. I looked,
In
I knew
Huntington Beach?
identifiers. And yeah,
Yeah,
Spirit said,
they have
Kelly, look up.
there.
right.
Spirit said,
Yes.
Kelly, look up. So
Yeah,
they're out there.
they're just
Yeah.
beautiful. They have falcons out there, and they sit
Oh.
high up on the telephone poles, and you gotta watch your small pets.
This is
They
true.
will they will dive bomb down and grab your cat.
But the weird thing too, and I agree with you, Kelly. This falcon was in the middle of, like an outdoor food court
Yeah,
mall area where a bunch of cars were, and just a small tiny tree just hanging
yeah,
out.
it's
And I'm just like,
crazy.
the chances that a falcon
Yeah,
will
no,
target it,
'cause
right?
usually they're way up high. They don't come down like just the trees. They like those telephone poles.
It was like maybe 9 feet, because a little
Wow.
bit above. Yeah,
How
no.
So
powerful.
special. I love
Powerful.
that. I love it.
And
Powerful.
then I had to kind of then all of a sudden go back to class. So when I think about it, because you were talking about it just now, I just go, wow, that was such a special moment, but I didn't even have time to
Mhm,
savor it. And I'm always
mhm.
trying to remind myself how, like, wow, that's one of the really special moments.
I think,
Really special.
when you get older, like my age, you do this thing where you want to like document everything, because like you're like, that's so special. So I have thousands of photos of these beautiful birds, and and like stray kitties and dogs everywhere I go, and I'm like, in flowers, and I'm like, this is like a sign that I'm old, because my
Oh,
phone's full of like flower pictures and bird pictures.
I have stuff like that too. Don't feel bad. I have a ton of things like that in my phone.
This is
This
what
is what
happens
I'm
when you
looking
get
for.
older, because you start to appreciate things. I wish I had appreciated things more when I was younger, but I think I was walking around more like unaware and
mm,
ungrounded versus where
mm,
I'm at now in life. So I really do it. And also, I hadn't really lost anybody in spirit, when I was not younger. So I
yeah,
think, you appreciate these things
yeah.
when you get older and stuff, when you lose somebody and you get these beautiful signs.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
And,
And we
so,
have wild turkeys too in our neighborhood, and they'll attack everybody.
oh, yeah, I love wild turkeys. Wow.
So you should come to my neighborhood. We have about 30 or 40 every year.
Yeah,
They come
and they
around.
run, as that pack, as a group, right?
Yeah, and they come take over your yards. So I was throwing bread for them, but I got in trouble with the neighbors because they don't want them on their yards. And I
Mm.
like them in my yard. I'm like, come on, turkeys, come over here. I want to
Don't
watch.
feed the turkeys.
Yeah, and they're like, don't do that, Kelly. They're vicious. And I'm like, well, only if you're mean to them. Yeah.
Wild turkeys can be very, very loud. That's what Kim
Yeah.
is saying. We don't have them over here. We have wild mantises. I haven't seen them in a while, but they would be hanging around outside from time to time.
Oh,
We have
yeah.
a lot of birds, but no turkeys.
Yeah, it's funny, I've lived in Sacramento. I moved here when I was 21, and then I moved back to Huntington when I was like 40. So I lived in Sacramento for 20 years, went away for almost 10 years, came back, and suddenly, like when I lived here, never saw a turkey. Now that I've been back, like there's so many turkeys here, and I'm like, why do we have this like influx of turkeys, wild turkeys all over Sacramento when we never had them before? It's the strangest thing. I mean, I was only gone for 10 years, and in 10 years now there's like wild turkeys everywhere.
Yeah. Huh?
It's interesting, I think.
It is.
Let the animals come. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Let the animals
Yeah.
come.
Oh, I
And
mean,
come to the next scene beyond. Like,
yeah.
And you're attracting them, maybe that your energy field has changed, and
I know I get in trouble because I feed all the strays. So
aw, that's a
go to
beautiful
Kelly's
thing.
house. Everybody, Kelly's house.
They get mad, the neighborhood,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
people get mad and complain. So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, if they come in my yard, I'm gonna feed them.
That's a good thing that you're doing. You're
Yeah.
helping.
Bit.
You're helping.
Yeah.
You know, people are funny about how they perceive help sometimes.
I have a squirrel bar on the fence with peanuts. It's called a squirrel bar, and it's like a wooden thing, and it has little seats for the squirrel and little peanuts that can pull out. And I put corn on the cob on there for them.
Oh,
so
that's
cute.
nice.
You need pictures of that.
That would be a good.
Well, I
Yeah.
had to take it down. I have to find a new spot for it because my dogs were freaking out.
Oh,
Because all the
yeah.
squirrels were coming and they couldn't get to them, and they were just like stressing out big time. So I got to put it in the backyard where the dogs aren't allowed.
Right, because dogs don't digest corn very well. So just FYI.
Well, no, they can't get to the squirrels is what they want to get to. They want the squirrels.
They want to chase the squirrels.
We have the dog yard. We have a big backyard, so we have an area just for the dogs. It's a small area, so we can keep it safe. Because I have these little dogs that are like, they think they're goats, and they eat everything. And so they kept getting sick. They would eat like the wrong plant or the wrong fruit that fell off of the tree. And then we were spending $1,500 at the vet to, for emergency vets and stuff. So we have a little area. It's mostly cement, no grass, and that's for the dogs. And we just really monitor them for safety.
Nice.
But they can see the squirrels where I put them. So I'm like, okay, I got them with the squirrel bar. Oh.
We do have a rooster. Someone's talking about a rooster, and I was like, oh, we have a rooster too that wakes us up. That's our alarm clock.
Two in our neighborhood. Yeah, we have two of them. I don't think we're allowed to have them, but two of my neighbors definitely have roosters.
Mm-hmm.
We're only allowed chickens, not roosters, because you have to be further out to have roosters. But I hear them. We were just talking about that yesterday, my husband and I. That's so funny on our walk. Yeah.
That would be a lot if they're getting up at 4 a.m. Those roosters.
Yeah.
I sleep through pretty much anything when I'm tired, so that's okay. But I usually will wake up about 3 or 4 and sit up for like an hour and then go back to sleep for like an hour and then get up.
Mm-hmm.
And so I hear them.
Yeah. It's kind of neat.
It's real. I think that Bernadette's like they are. She's not thinking they're neat. I
think ours are off in the distance, so it's a very faint. Very faint.
Mine aren't too close. Well, I mean, it's diagonal from me, about across the street, and then the other one is on the other street behind me. So there's like several houses between us. So I don't hear them a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have a lot. I love the wild. Walking along the river, I read my Nextdoor app. Everybody comments, and everybody's posting pictures of this beautiful bobtail cat that's along our river. and it just sits in the bush and watches you, but it's like very like
Oh,
tame. It looks like a young one.
nice.
And then another lady in East Sacramento posted a photo of this beautiful, like red looking fox just hanging out on her porch. She got it from her ring camera and she's like at work and she's like, I've got a friend. It was laying in the cat bed that she had for the cat and just hanging out there. And I'm like, and then in my backyard, I have raccoons and that also freaks out. And possums, raccoons and possums and a skunk running around my backyard.
You have a lot of wildlife, Kelly.
Yeah, I'm surprised because we're in Sacramento, it's a city, but I am a block from the river, the American River, and so
Okay.
and we have a lot of coyotes, so I'm assuming that's why. Yeah,
That makes sense. That
They
Yeah.
the
hang out at
water
the river.
source.
Yeah, and they come into the neighborhood. Yeah,
Neat. Well,
More animals to be shared,
Mm-hmm.
within the discussion.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear your unique perspectives on the energy that you're picking up and what they're teaching you, because they all have something. They all
Yeah.
have something. I have a lot of weird animal stories, but I'm sure you have way more than I do. So with that said, we're going to invite people to come. Bernadette, it's up to you if you want to interact with this comment too, but maybe we'll keep it for next show.
Yeah,
But
let's
Bernadette
have
is wondering
next
about
show.
cats.
Mhm.
Same bed. Yes, they do. They did. Yeah, it was an adorable picture. Oh,
Same bed. It's true.
yeah. Well,
But Bernadette, come next time with your cat question,
next week.
and we will start it off there. And then you can also send your question to seeingbeyondradio.com, and that's how they take content for next week. So please do that. With that said, though, everyone, please have a wonderful night, and congratulations on the debut of Seeing Beyond Living Transformed and its continued form, transformed, evolved nature. Thank you for being here, and I wish the show all the success.
Yeah, thank you, Kelly. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you. And thank you, everyone, for being part of our show, being part of our welcoming show. We'd love to see you again back here next week, 4 p.m. Pacific and 7 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
That's right, everybody. Take care and have a great night. See you next week.
See you next week.
See you.
Bye.